Welcome to the AusGel podcast, where we bring the gel ball community together. Each week we have a special guest where we talk about what's new in the world of gel ball, be it milsim, speedball, and everything in between. Now, welcome to our host. Hi, I'm Dan from AusGel.
Hi, I'm Luke.
And today we're going to be having a chat with Luke here, aka Thor24Actual from YouTube. Luke, thank you very much for joining us today, mate. Now, 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. You got a video that's had 5.3 million views. Tell us how this came about. Like, how did you get into gel ball? How did the channel start?
I originally came across Gel Blasters, I think it was about mid-2018. The first one I noticed was the M4SS.
Yep.
And I thought, what's this? Did some research, ended up buying it.
Yep.
Held on to that one for a little bit, and then eventually M4A1 at Wynnum opened.
Yep.
When that opened, it was just an absolute avalanche of Gel Blasters, just buying anything and everything that I could.
The perfect kind of customer.
Yeah, Mrs. wasn't too happy though. After that, we did a little bit of fields, mostly just milsim.
Yeah.
And then I went away to Thailand for a couple of weeks, and while I was over there, one of the guys that I repeatedly ran into at the shop, Ron, he ended up starting his own team, and he's like, messaged me, hey, do you want to come in, be in the team?
Oh, that's cool. Which team was it?
Bayside Mercenaries.
Ah, nice. I've heard of Bayside Mercenaries.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah, shout out to you guys. G'day out there.
So he started it, I want you in, come on, be the vice captain. I said, yep, all right, sweet, let's do it.
Yeah.
We ended up starting a Facebook page, trying to get some interest in the group.
Yep.
So I decided to do a video, which was my first one on my channel, which is sweeping the house. I did a couple more.
I remember that video.
I did a couple more of those, and I thought, I might start my own page, do a channel, just a bit of a side project, bit of fun, and it just seemed to explode from there on out.
Wow. All right. Now, look, we have to talk about this video, 5.3 million views and counting. We'll put it up there so that people can see now. They know what we're talking about. But, mate, talk us through that. Were you expecting it to go viral?
To be honest, I wasn't expecting any of mine to go viral.
Yeah.
I think originally it was put up in August.
Yeah.
It was probably the only video I've actually ever planned out. I think when my baby girl was born, I was like, I can do a first words video, try and put the blaster in front of her.
Yeah.
Hey, can you say this? Just a bit of fun.
Yep.
And then when I did it, I put it up on Facebook. It did okay. Put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just the usual amount of views. When I think it was around October, we had a little bit of movement in it. I think it did about 1,000 views in a month. I thought this is a bit unusual, but I'm not complaining. Come November, it's done a couple more thousand. I've picked up a few more subs. I'm around 30 subscribers at this stage. Start of December, it really started to take off.
Yep.
When it started to take off, I think by the end of September, I was looking at about 160 subs. It was around 10,000 views. I thought, hey, this is good. I've had a good run. If it dies off, I'm happy. Yeah. Come end of December, start of January, my analytics were predicting the video to do 1 million views in 48 hours.
That is nuts.
I was doing, at the peak of its, I think when it was viral, it was doing about, I think in a day I clocked it at just over 500,000 views. And its biggest sub count in a day was just over 2,500.
Far out.
So
that's nuts.
It really took off at the end of the day, and I just couldn't believe it. I had to keep pinching myself when the sub counter wouldn't just slow down.
I'll tell you what, mate, there's marketers out there who'd be wanting to figure out what that secret sauce is. So whatever you've done it right. And it's really cool to see. And you were even saying off camera before, you actually found that video had been posted in like forums and on Reddit and in the UK.
Yeah, it was in a UK airsoft group. One of the guys, Badge, he'd found it over there, and he sent me going, "Oh, look, you're international."
Hey, BJ.
I was on Reddit one day, and I was scrolling through some feeds, and it came up in something that was a bit hilarious. It came up idiots with guns.
Yep.
I thought it was a bit funny just because they weren't real, but the Americans seemed to love it, so they just took it and ran with it, I suppose.
Cool. All right. Well, mate, I also noticed I watched a few more of your videos on the YouTube channel, and I can see that you get the family involved as well. So it looks like your kids like to help out. Your missus seems to help out with it as well, who is very funny, by the way. I really like the way she remains sort of pessimistic in all your videos. It's fantastic. Like, are they happy to keep doing that, or is that something you have to sort of twist their arm to come and help out with?
The kids seem to like it.
Yeah.
Every time I'm putting something on, they're like, oh, it's either Dad's going gel blasting or Dad's getting ready to do another video.
Yep.
And then when I'm doing the video, they're always asking, can I be in it?
Yep.
You know, what are you doing? This, that. I think the hardest thing when it comes to doing the videos with them is trying to make them not laugh.
Yes.
Because otherwise it takes a few goes at it. Sometimes it's actually longer for me to put the stuff on than it is to do the video. I could just be sitting on the couch.
Yep.
I'll have an idea come into my head.
Yep.
And then I just run with it, and that's what we do.
Cool.
And
impromptu is always the way to go.
it seems to be the best working video so far.
Oh, fantastic. All right, now, Luke, let's talk about your favourite blaster.
I've got probably two of them.
Yep.
So one of my favourites that I'm running at the moment is a HK416. It's got an LDX split box in it.
Nice.
It's the red one with the big arm MOSFET.
Yep.
I ran that at GSA when they did their Top Gun competition.
Oh, nice, yeah.
It didn't fail me once, so definitely can't complain about that.
Was that like a plinking competition or something like that? Like
It was the stand and shoot and run and gun target.
Nice, like IPSC style stuff.
Yeah,
yeah,
and that was a
excellent,
lot
cool.
of fun, so
Yeah.
can't wait for the second one.
Good stuff.
And then there was a Gen 9 that I brought August, probably about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money on it to try and dress it up to be a Mark 12.
Yep.
And it took a bit of effort, but we got there in the end.
Nice.
So that one sits on the wall and doesn't get used. It's a bit of an ornament these days.
Yeah, and the Gen 9, it's one of the all-time greats. You know, it was one of the first V2 blasters that I think a lot of people started with. So
And just easy to mod. So anything that I could think of, I could build it, and I was happy.
yeah. Oh, that's great, mate. And how about the gel ball fields? Do you have a favourite?
Indoor at the moment is probably GSA at Yatala.
Yep.
We spend a lot of time down there, and
Great looking field.
It's a great field to run around on, and I absolutely love it. And Trouble and Steve down there run it fantastically, so it's perfect. When it comes to outdoor, we've been hitting up Mango Hill a lot lately.
Yep.
And the ref down there, super chilled, runs
Yeah.
good game modes, and there's always something different. It's not the same gameplay week in,
Oh,
week
mate,
out.
I absolutely love that field. I mean, Mango Hill, they've got the big sniper tower in the middle from memory that you've got the ramps to walk up. It's I remember walking into that field, and it's just the aesthetic. You know, it looks really cool. It's got that jungly sort of element, a little bit of bush, and you can still see the paint left over from the paintball games as well. Yeah, really cool field. So
you don't have to walk half a kilometre to get to your respawn when you've
That's
been
it.
hit. That's a big bonus.
Yeah, that's definitely a big bonus. And I like because they move for all their games throughout the day. They move from one area to another, don't they? And you get to experience different areas of the field. It's pretty cool like that.
Really change it up. So I've been digging that one lately.
Oh, that's good. All right. Now, tell us about your funniest encounter in gel ball.
Got a few of these. So one of the guys from the Merc, he got his nickname Fish.
Yep.
So we were playing out there on a Saturday night at Donnybrook.
Yep.
It had not long rained that week, so all the trenches were nice and full of water.
Yeah.
We were in the tower. We were trying to hold it. Someone's gone, oh, I'll go down the side.
Yeah.
And we'll try and sneak up on them.
Yeah.
So we hear someone walking, then we hear a giant splash, and we're like, oh, someone's gone for a swim, poor guy.
Yep.
You hear the slosh of the boots walking back, and it turns out it's one of the guys from our team, and we all thought it was hilarious, started calling him Donnybrook Deep End Diving Champion. And then
Fish.
Someone's come up and gone, oh, hey, let's call him Fish, and it's just stuck. Even we went fishing last weekend. I had my kids with me. He came down.
Yeah.
Not even calling him by his name. They're just going, oh, hey, Fish, can you do this? Can you do that? So it's stuck like glue now. So
Oh, I love it.
Poor guy.
Oh, fantastic. That's always good. All right. Now, Luke, what do you think the future of gel ball will look like?
It would be good to see it Australia-wide.
Yep.
Taking it to state champions and then eventually maybe a national championship.
Yep.
I've been watching a little bit of the SSA stuff. I'm going to go watch it on the weekend.
Yep.
In the seeding rounds. So hopefully something like that Australia-wide would be great.
Yeah.
Just so everyone could enjoy it. It was a bit disheartening what happened to South Australia.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
overnight, just completely no more, shut it
Well,
down.
there is a good competition that's taken place at the moment. It's the Australian Gel Blaster League. So for those of you unaware, if you head over to AGBL on Facebook, it's run by Damien Geyer from CQ Blasters. He's actually started a national competition. So I think there's actually a national finals being held in April, and he's essentially invited the top 2 teams from like SSA, top 2 teams from Hardcore Speedball and various other competitions in the area, and they're all coming together to compete for the national title, which is looking pretty exciting right now. So it's good that's there, and I've been speaking to people overseas. There's definitely plans underway at the moment to try and generate some kind of a World Cup that's going to involve gel balls. So so there's a lot of exciting stuff like that coming.
That'd be good
really
to see,
good,
actually.
yeah. But now over to your YouTube channel though. What's the future for that? Are you going to continue to push the boundaries on different types of videos and stuff like that, or?
Hopefully.
Yep.
It's just when an idea comes to me, I'll take the video. If it works, I'll post it. If not, I might try and modify it a little bit and use it at a later date. I've always got 1 or 2 in the bank. Always thinking, what can I do next? How can I do this? Will this work? Sometimes I just have to run with what I've got.
Yeah.
A lot of the editing just comes from my phone because it's easier because I can cut, edit it, and then just drop it straight onto YouTube.
Excellent.
And then just keep it up.
Well, there you go. So Thor 2-4 Actual, that's the one we have to keep an eye on YouTube there. Now, Luke, thanks very much for joining us today. We'll wrap it up there. Can you just explain to our viewers there at home exactly how they can find you on social media?
So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all at Thor 2-4 Actual. It is spelt a bit differently at each one, but it's generally type that in and you'll find me
on the screen here for your convenience. All right, and thanks very much for that, mate. And guys, as always, I'm Dan from Ozgel. You can find Ozgel on www.ozgel.com.au, across all the socials as Ozgel, and on Instagram at OzgelAmmo. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Thanks for tuning into our podcast. It means a lot to us. If you enjoyed today's podcast, leave a comment or review below and hit the follow or subscribe button. If you have any questions or want to be part of a future episode, or even want to know more about Ozgel, head to ozgel.com.au to get in touch.